chosen ones. This is urgent. The scroll of your life is being unsealed in real time. Heaven has been whispering your name, and today a message has descended just for you. God is moving his hand over your life right now, pulling you away from a shadow that has been following you. Watch out. There's a guy you recognize, but his intentions might not be what they seem. You're going to be surprised by the name, but hang on for a moment. The truth is like a scroll in the sky, slowly unfolding just for you. Every second you spend here brings you a step closer to that bright light of understanding. Each word unlocks a door, and every sentence helps us move closer to freedom. Have you thought about why this is the right time? Why right now? Heaven has noticed what your eyes might have overlooked. The trap was set, but it looks like the Lord is stepping in. The person you believed was meant to uplift you might actually be the one to bring you down. Just a heads up for you. As you move into this special role, I encourage you to share that you're ready. Drop an amen in the comments below if you're on board with this. It's a strong way to show you're ready to embrace discernment and protection. It looks like something is coming to light. It seems like something is getting broken, and the Most High has picked you to receive it. There's this guy who always smiles when you're around. But you know, behind that smile, there was a whole other story quietly happening. A guy whose words flowed like oil, but there were shadows lurking underneath. His silence had a lot going on beneath the surface. There were a bunch of agreements made when you weren't around, and honestly, your name came up in a not-so-great way. He stood in front of you with a friendly mask on, but his footsteps left marks that only the Spirit could see. The Most High has noticed things that you might have missed, and now it's time for him to lift the veil. Remember those times when you felt a bit uneasy during those quiet moments, and your spirit just seemed to tighten up? When it felt like your peace was wavering for no apparent reason, that wasn't just in your head. It was that little voice of discernment, tapping at your heart. You brushed it off, wondering if maybe you were just being too sensitive. But you know, heaven doesn't just send out warnings for no reason. Heaven tells it like it is, even when the truth is tough to hear. There were nights when you cried and just couldn't figure out why. Some mornings, you'd wake up feeling a weight on your chest. Even though there wasn't any storm in sight, your feelings were genuine. Because the storm wasn't about the weather, it felt really spiritual. The person you trusted might have had some hidden agendas of their own. Psalm 64, verses 4-5 says, "They shoot from ambush at the innocent. They just go for it, no hesitation at all. They really stick to their wicked plans. They're chatting about setting up traps without anyone noticing. That's what's been going on around you. But the Lord is coming in just before the snare gets too tight. This guy has been hanging around your good fortune for way too long. His presence held up what was supposed to come into your life. His words, with a gentle smile, felt like chains, soft enough to seem like care, yet strong enough to hold back your future. What he didn't realize was that it wasn't just your strength he was underestimating, but also your bond with the Almighty. Those chosen are always supported, never left to struggle alone without divine intervention. This is why I'm reaching out. Just a heads up, not to scare you, but to get you ready. It's not about getting back at someone. It's about showing the truth to keep everyone safe. The truth, you know, isn't meant to tear you down. It's being shown to set you free. The person who was right there, almost within reach of your goals, is now being taken away by a higher power. There's a reason you're still here, even with all the challenges to your peace. Archangel Michael is ready to fight for you. The darkness was creeping in, but the light around you was even stronger. The curtain is going up, and what was once concealed is about to be revealed. This is the perfect moment for you to see things clearly. The guy with two sides, the one you counted on, and the one secretly hoping you'd stumble, is about to come to light. His identity will surprise you, not because you didn't see it coming, but because you decided to love wholeheartedly. And yet, betrayal managed to sneak in. Betrayal can't really bring down those who are protected by grace. Every delay, Every odd silence and every bit of unease was noted down. Angels were there to see it all. The highest wrote it down. And now the truth is coming down like fire from the sky. It's not that you're being warned because you're weak. It's really about how important your purpose is, and we don't want it to be tainted by fake connections. The name I'm about to share isn't far off. It's close by. Once you know it, your walk will change. Your circle is going to change. Your destiny is about to find its freedom once more. Hey, this is your moment to wake up. But this isn't the end. This is just the start of something solid and lasting. When God shows something, He also brings healing. What was taken quietly will come back even greater, because the heavens protect what they choose. Just focus on what's happening right now. The curtain on the whole deception is coming down. What you're seeing right now is the moment your soul decided it was done putting up with lies. Someone who tried to dim your light has clearly forgotten. Nothing can stop what God has set in motion. So, here we are, at this moment that feels like it was meant to be, ready to share a truth that's been kept under wraps for quite a while. It's not that you weren't prepared. It's just that heaven was waiting for the perfect moment when your heart could handle it without shattering. The guy that God is helping you get away from has already crossed a line, not through obvious actions, but with the subtle betrayal of his true intentions. His smile seemed calm and peaceful, but underneath it all, there were thoughts swirling around that you weren't meant to catch a glimpse of. He spoke sweetly to you, but when you weren't around, his words turned harsh, slicing through your reputation like a hidden knife. And the Lord, who knows not just what we do but also what's in our hearts, has said, no more. This guy's been hanging around for way too long. It's not that heaven didn't care. It's more like the Most High was giving you a chance to grow in wisdom. You were meant to tune into those quiet whispers from your spirit and trust those gut feelings that have always been true to you. Even when everything seemed perfect on the outside, there was always something inside you that just couldn't find peace. There's this weird feeling that lingers after we talk, a little doubt that creeps in after he makes promises, and that heavy silence that hangs around after he's been here. These definitely weren't just coincidences. There were some early warnings from the Spirit. And now, the moment has arrived for what was felt to be validated by what we can actually see. In 1 Samuel 16 verse 7, it says, "The Lord does not look at the things people look at." People often focus on how things look on the outside, but God sees what's really in our hearts. What He's seen in this guy's heart has really sparked some divine intervention. You put your trust in someone who appeared to be reliable. You let someone into your circle who knew just what to say and could shine bright enough to catch your attention. But now, the Lord is revealing what's underneath, showing the difference between how things look and what they really are. Maybe you're wondering, was any of it real? Not everything, you know. Sure, some pieces might have been the real deal, but let's be honest, deception is never straightforward. It tends to take on the form of truth, so it can go unnoticed. This guy didn't just show up out of nowhere. He took a good look at your heart. He picked up your language. He noticed your kindness and figured it might be used to his advantage. He noticed how generous you are and thought it was something he could rely on without a second thought. He wasn't looking to take you down directly, but he definitely had his eyes on gaining from your lack of awareness. The God who watches over the paths of the righteous won't let betrayal last forever. There's this story about a woman whose life started to fall apart after she brought someone into her life who seemed like a blessing from above. He said all the right things, cheered her on with her dreams, and was there for her during tough times. But there was always this invisible hold he had on her. As time went on, she felt her spirit fade, her joy lessen, and her sense of purpose get a bit unclear. She had no idea why. But one day, while she was praying, she felt something shift in the spiritual realm. From that moment on, she started noticing the conversations that felt off, the laughter that seemed a bit too practiced, and the quiet isolation he fostered. Everything suddenly became clear. The guy wasn't there to build something with her. He had come to create something with her. And when she had nothing left to give, he would have just moved on. This is what heaven is keeping you safe from. It's not just the betrayal. It's also that slow, quiet fading away of what you were meant to do. The Lord has a purpose for everything He reveals. He never speaks to put anyone down. It's always about finding freedom. The name that comes closer isn't just any name. It's like a hidden symbol of all the things that have been keeping you from moving forward. He was close to your dreams, but somehow He managed to cast shadows on them. He hung around your blessings but took His time bringing them in. And yet, you still offered grace, made room, and extended the benefit of the doubt. Your mercy was your strength, but it was never meant to trap you. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 7 mentions, "There is a time to tear and a time to mend, a time to be silent and a time to speak." And heaven has now said, this is the moment to share your voice. The quiet has done what it needed to do. The wait has definitely taught us something. And now it's time for the truth to come out. This guy was always nearby. He was right there, able to see your tears, but he still held back the truth. He was close enough to catch your hopes, but he never really honored them. He took on two roles, the buddy and the schemer. What he kept under wraps, God is about to reveal. Get ready. The reveal is going to be a bit shocking. There might be a time when you start to doubt your own judgment, and you could feel a bit of shame for not realizing things earlier. Just don't let the enemy turn this into something that makes you feel guilty. The Lord isn't here to correct you. He's got your back. You're right on time. You're just in time for your release. Some conversations are just not meant for your ears, but the Holy Spirit caught every single one of them. Some alliances were made without you even knowing, but God stepped in and broke them apart before they could really take off. And now, as heaven pulls back the curtain, the name that used to blend in with your trusted circle will suddenly stand out like thunder on a clear day. The next heartbeat might just bring the name along. Maybe the next breath will let it go. The next word might really surprise you with how heavy it feels. Stick around, because something amazing is about to unfold that you probably weren't meant to find out by yourself. It seems like God is saying that the trap they set up is falling apart. The mask is coming off. We're just about to share the name. Do you remember all those times you found yourself questioning things? You found yourself questioning whether you were just imagining things, being overly cautious, or maybe even overthinking it all. But heaven says, nope, you weren't wrong at all. Your spirit was awake. The uneasiness you felt was like a gentle nudge from God saying, watch out. Make sure you don't skip it. There's something big just around the corner for you. This guy really thought he was in the clear. He thought his secrets were all locked away. He thought no one would ever find out about his plans. But he didn't realize that heaven is always watching. Every chat he had in the dark was captured in the light. Every quiet step he took was already noted in God's book. The name is about to be revealed, and once you hear it, your perspective of him will totally change. Don't worry, because heaven is right there with you. This isn't meant to hurt you, but rather to keep you safe. It's not meant to frighten you. It's here to liberate you. God is snipping away that final thread connecting you to a false image. The name that will help you see why heaven decided to step in and shake things up in your life today. My dear child, I can sense your spirit is a bit on edge, because it feels like you're right at the brink of discovering something really important. God is right there with you, saying, I've got you, my child. I won't let you stumble into deception. I'm going to find out who acted all bright and shiny on the outside, but was really hiding in the dark. Hey there. Have you noticed how every sign seems to be leading us here? Those sleepless nights, the odd quietness, and that weighty feeling that would wash over you whenever he walked into the room. Those definitely weren't just coincidences. There were these warnings just hanging in the air around you. Whenever you brushed off that feeling of unease, it was like heaven was taking notes, just hanging out until the right moment comes along to give you some clarity. The time is now. The man's name is swirling around like thunder rolling in before a storm. It's getting really close now. It's so near that your soul can almost feel it. When it happens, you're going to be surprised. It's not that you don't know him. It's actually because you do. Betrayal really stings, especially when it comes from those who seemed so trustworthy. This guy isn't too far away. He's close by. It's surprising, isn't it? Heaven's telling you that this is the one you believed was safe. When the name comes up, it won't just give away who he is. It'll show you who you really are. It'll reveal just how strong you really are. It's amazing how protected you've always been. God has always been there with you, guiding you through the challenges of deception. Your life is just a breath away from discovering the truth, a heartbeat away from feeling free, and a whisper away from that surprising name that heaven has been eager to share with you. Can you feel it? It's like heaven's voice is booming louder than ever right now. God is saying, I won't let my child be in the dark anymore. What was once kept under wraps is now coming to light. Do you feel it? That feeling in your spirit, that flutter in your chest, that vibe that something big is just around the corner. It's not just in your head. That's a confirmation. Looks like heaven is getting ready to say something. This guy really believed his mask would last forever, that his two-faced nature would never come to light. But every mask eventually breaks when exposed to the light of God. And it's cracking right before your eyes now. Remember that time. His laugh, his gestures, that unexpected kindness, and his impeccable timing. You might have seen it as care, but heaven views it as calculation. You might have thought it was just luck, but it seems like it was all part of a plan. And you know, God was right there looking out for you, even when you had no idea you needed that kind of protection. That's the reason you're here at this moment. It's like heaven just won't let you fall for the trap he set up. The name feels like a whisper, just a breath away. When it happens, you'll feel a chill run through your veins, almost like ice. But then you'll feel a warm sense of relief wash over you, because you'll finally understand what heaven has been trying to share with you all this time. My dear, it feels like the universe is buzzing with excitement because you're on the brink of something amazing. God's voice really carries weight. I'm here to save you right now. I'm not going to let this trickery stick around for you anymore. The name is here. It's knocking at the door, just about to spill out like a wave. Take a moment to think back on your memories. Every odd pause in his voice, every awkward silence, every promise that seemed nice but felt empty. Just take another breath, wait another second, and everything you thought you understood will change completely. God is saying that's enough. I really want my child to see the truth. My kid needs to be free to walk around. Do you notice how thick the air feels at the moment? That weight isn't fear. It's like a revelation making its way into your life. There's something big just around the corner for you. The guy they're warning you about isn't too far off. He's someone you've already invited into your space, someone whose presence made it hard to see the darkness he held inside. But you know, God saw it all. So, what heaven saw is now being shared with you. Every uneasy glance, every half-kept promise, and every word that didn't quite align with his spirit, they were all signs, you know? And now all the signs have come together to reveal one clear truth. The mask he had on is broken now, and his name is glowing underneath it. Stick around until the end, my friend, because the surprise of this name will clear up all those questions you've had, those sleepless nights, and the little doubts you've kept to yourself. Just keep this in mind. Heaven always has your back, wrapping you in protection. Archangel Michael has been watching over you, sword in hand, making sure that when this revelation comes, you'll be safe from any harm. The scroll of heaven is about to reveal its last line, and in just a moment, the surprising identity will be uncovered. Sometimes he shows up just to take away your kindness, leaving you feeling empty and worn out, making it hard to see clearly. If you find that conversations often make you feel anxious, confused, or doubtful about yourself, That's a sign to pay attention to. That's the Spirit telling you to take a step back. Don't mix up heaviness with depth. Sometimes what you're carrying around isn't really love. It's like manipulation, wearing a mask of connection. Psalm 143 verse 8 says, "Let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love, for I have put my trust in you." Can you point me in the right direction? Start each day by giving your feelings over to God. Why not let Him go through them? Let Him sort out what's not meant for you. It's amazing how much lighter you feel when you let go of things you were never meant to carry. Make sure to start your days by connecting with God. If your foundation is strong in the Lord, nothing can rattle you. Starting your mornings with Him around makes the entire day feel like a peaceful retreat. Even Jesus, being the Son of God, would often get up while it was still dark to pray. If He needed some quiet time to get in sync with what the Father wanted, how much more do we need that? There's no need for ours. It's all about having a clear intention, a little moment to just let go, a line that captures your vibe, a quiet prayer that goes, "Lord, help me to listen for your voice today." Starting your day with something heavenly keeps the hellish stuff at bay, right? In the end, and maybe the toughest part, it's all about trusting what God takes away. Just let go of what He reveals. Feeling the pain of letting go doesn't last forever, but holding on to what God is trying to trim away can have lasting effects. Believe that when a door closes, it's not your future that's leaving. It was like having your own shield as you walked in.